children born with Sigma personalities often experience a unique and challenging childhood. Highly intelligent, curious, and independent, they are naturally analytical and tend to think deeply about the world around them. These traits, while remarkable, often put them at odds with the societal expectations and norms that govern childhood, leading to a range of difficulties. To understand the struggles Sigma children face, it's important to look at their core characteristics, how they manifest, and the impact these traits have on their development and relationships with others. 1. Strong-willed and independent nature. From a young age, Sigma children exhibit a fierce sense of independence. They have a strong will and are naturally inclined to test boundaries. Rather than accepting things at face value, they prefer to explore and experience things on their own terms. This desire for autonomy often creates tension with authority figures, such as parents and teachers, who may find it difficult to guide or control them. A Sigma child's willpower makes them naturally resistant to being told what to do. They prefer to discover the world for themselves and resist conventional rules. When faced with instructions or commands, their first instinct is to question and test those limits, seeing what happens if they push back. For a parent or teacher, this can be frustrating, as Sigma children do not simply follow orders for the sake of compliance. They seek understanding and justification for every rule or restriction placed upon them. This strong-willed nature also means that Sigma children are often seen as rebellious or difficult. They challenge the status quo not because they enjoy defiance, but because they genuinely want to understand things from their own perspective. For Sigma children, independence is not just a preference, it's a core part of their personality. They value the freedom to make their own choices and explore the world on their own terms. Parents of Sigma children may find themselves in constant power struggles as these kids resist authority in favor of autonomy. However, what might appear as disobedience is often their way of asserting their need to control their own lives. Acknowledging and nurturing this desire for independence, while setting appropriate boundaries, can help these children thrive in a world that often demands conformity. 2. Early signs of autonomy and confidence. Even in early childhood, Sigma kids show signs of autonomy and confidence. They may try to feed themselves at an earlier age than most children or insist on walking or exploring independently. This early drive for self-sufficiency can sometimes be misunderstood by caregivers, who may see it as stubbornness or defiance rather than a healthy expression of independence. As they grow, Sigma children continue to seek control over their own lives. They are not the type of children to wait for permission or guidance before attempting to do something. Instead, they will often figure things out on their own, relying on their intelligence and resourcefulness. This sense of autonomy extends beyond basic tasks. Sigma children are often capable of making decisions that reflect a maturity beyond their years. Despite their independence, these children still require guidance, though in a different form than most children. They respond better to logical reasoning and explanations rather than commands or coercion. When parents understand this and respect their child's need for independence, it becomes easier to communicate with them and foster a strong, trusting relationship. 3. The struggles of being misunderstood. Sigma children are often misunderstood, both by their peers and adults. Their analytical nature and deep curiosity about the world can come across as challenging or confrontational, especially when they ask numerous questions. Teachers and parents may mistake this curiosity for misbehavior, interpreting their need for understanding as a refusal to accept authority. In reality, Sigma kids are naturally inquisitive. They want to know the why behind everything. This curiosity is not meant to provoke others. Instead, it's a crucial part of how they process and make sense of the world. While most children accept things at face value, Sigma kids need to dig deeper and explore the reasoning behind actions and rules. However, this behavior often creates friction in social environments where compliance and obedience are expected. When a Sigma child questions a rule or instruction, adults may view it as disrespect, and other children may see them as difficult or strange. This can lead to feelings of alienation for the Sigma child, who is left feeling like an outsider because they are simply trying to understand the world in their own way. 4. Curiosity, a blessing and a challenge. Sigma children's intense curiosity drives them to explore the world around them, ask questions, and seek new experiences. This curiosity, while beneficial in many ways, can also lead to difficulties in traditional educational environments, where structured learning and following instructions are the norm. Teachers may find it hard to manage a Sigma child who constantly questions the material or demands to understand why things are done a certain way. For Sigma children, learning is not about rote memorization or following a set curriculum, it's about discovery. They thrive in environments that allow them to explore their interests freely, without the constraints of rigid rules. However, in a typical classroom, this approach to learning can be seen as disruptive, leading to misunderstandings between the child and their teachers. At home, Sigma children's curiosity may manifest in constant questioning of their parents, which can be exhausting for caregivers who are not prepared for this level of inquiry. While it's important for parents to encourage their child's curiosity, it's equally important to establish boundaries and teach them how to ask questions respectfully and at appropriate times. 5. The desire for solitude. One of the key traits of Sigma children is their preference for solitude. Unlike extroverted children who gain energy from social interactions, Sigma kids find solace in being alone. They often seek out quiet spaces where they can think, read, or engage in solitary activities. This tendency to retreat into themselves can make them appear distant or aloof to others, leading to misunderstandings. While they may enjoy spending time with a small group of close friends, Sigma children are not interested in being the center of attention or participating in large social gatherings. They value their alone time and use it to recharge and reflect. This introverted nature often leads them to be seen as loners, a label that can cause further alienation from their peers. Parents and teachers may worry about this preference for solitude, fearing that the child is lonely or unhappy. However, it's important to understand that Sigma children do not equate solitude with loneliness. They genuinely enjoy their own company and need time alone to process their thoughts and emotions. Allowing them the space to be alone while also providing opportunities for social interaction is key to helping them balance their introverted nature with the demands of the outside world. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more content on Sigma males and personal development.